Hello, this video is going to be about Brandy Renee in the past and my alcoholism that I went through. I did run this by ChatGTP and it said that my story was a little dark and traumatizing for YouTube, so I will leave a lot of the details out, but maybe that'll be for another video because I think that's pretty important. So my last video I did explain that I'm a single mom and I got divorced about 3 years ago. So life was pretty normal there for a while, and my husband had left. Whatever reason, I think it's midlife crisis. So it was me and my daughters in the home, and I did keep my shit together for quite a long time. I am embarrassed to say it, but I started watching YouTube videos on how to get your husband back. It's cringy, but so I was working out, I was making sure the girls were on their best behavior, the house was clean when he would come back home, you know, for the minimal time that he was there. I really focused on my job, and they say focus on yourself and he'll see that and want to come back, blah blah blah. Well, everybody around me decided to tell me details of what he was actually doing. You know, part of the excuse was he was going to go work on himself for us. He really wasn't. He was seeing other women. So as I'm getting these details in, I started having panic attacks. And I was a drinker, you know, weekend drinkers, margarita here and there. But I started taking shots to stop the anxiety and the panic attacks. And it got to the point where I needed them to function, to sleep. And then I needed it completely every day, all day. It was bad. I couldn't eat. I lost my job. It made me lose everything. I lost court dates, time with my children. Ended up having to leave the house while going through court. It ruined everything for me. And the thing is, when you're in alcohol addiction and that bad, you can't just stop like everybody wants you to. It's dangerous, and your body just won't allow it. So I've been through rehabs and counseling, and it just took one day for me to just say I was done. I was done feeling this way. I was done being sad. It wasn't doing anything positive for my life whatsoever. It took almost a year, I would say, to get to that point. I just woke up one day and I said I was done. Granted, I couldn't stop immediately, but I did wean myself off and just threw myself into working on myself, working on my job, just getting back on my feet to the point where I am now. You know, I've been in survival mode for quite a long time, but I have been sober right now for 2 years and 8 months. I have not had a drop, and I don't plan on ever having a drop again. So that's kind of my backstory. I'm gonna try not to talk badly about him, even though I blame the first part on him. But it is my choice. I'm an adult, and I put myself in that situation, and it has today made me a lot stronger. I know I will never allow myself to get hurt like that ever again, and I will not turn to alcohol. If I am feeling some sort of way, I'll find different outlets. So if you're ever feeling that way, or you're completely down, things do change. They change all the time. It takes effort. It takes a right mindset, and you know, sometimes you have to do it by yourself, which is where I was at. So my next video, I would like to talk about currently where I am now, and then the next one after that, where I want to be in the future Brandy Renee.